Steve, we are always telling people when they ask us, what was it like to work with Steve Carell? What is Steve Carell like? And we say he is a regular guy. We're telling you he is a regular guy.
Yeah.
So we thought we would end this interview with a regular guy quiz.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Regular guy question number 1. Favorite pizza?
Favorite brand of pizza? Like favorite pizza place?
Oh my gosh, you're very versed in pizza.
Well, come on.
We know your love of pizza.
Well,
Favorite topping?
I will either go with just a plain cheese
Mm-hmm.
or maybe do half cheese and then half mushroom and pepperoni.
Mhm.
That's my pizza of choice.
Okay.
But I have a lot of different spots. I have different types. The deep dish, the thin crust, the New York style. There's different LA types of pizzas that are. I'm sort of a connoisseur.
Next podcast, pizza with Steve.
That's hey, you just gave me an idea. I'm getting the studio next to yours.
Next question. Favorite ice cream or frozen yogurt?
I like a good. I kind of a basic, like a chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
I like a good sundae, like a hot fudge sundae.
Okay.
It's always pretty delicious.
So you like a topping more than maybe something in the actual ice cream?
I'm not, brownies mixed in are always good.
Okay.
But kind of basic. I'm not like a gummy worms and pistachio ice cream kind of guy.
That sounds delicious.
Okay. Let's see. Favorite place you've visited in the United States?
Pittsburgh was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that ironically either. I've done a couple of movies there and I liked it. It was a cool city.
All right.
There you go.
I bet that's the first one you got.
Shout out to Pittsburgh.
Shout out to Pittsburgh.
What is your least favorite exercise or the exercise you avoid the most?
Abs.
Yes.
Abs.
Of course.
Oh, leg day was always fun.
We love a leg day. Who doesn't?
Look at us. Look at us. We love a leg day.
Yeah. I mean, just doing sit-ups I do it, but I don't love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's the last thing you bought at Target?
I bought one of those little razors for my son because he's shaving now.
Uh-huh.
And it's like a trimmer,
Uh-huh.
but it's what the youths are using now.
Okay.
They're not using a blade.
We're not there yet. So
They're
we
not
don't
using,
know.
but it's like you can trim it close enough.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
This is you can definitely lift this from the show.
No.
It's
is
the
my favorite
dumbest answer.
No,
part of
this
the
I don't even
such
know what they're called. It's sort of
I know what you're talking about.
It's a little blade, and you can kind of
Yeah, like a beard groomer thing.
you can you can cut it really close, but not have to use like an electric razor. And everyone's tuned out.
No, they're not.
Yep, no,
This is the
everyone
sweetest
just
thing.
changed.
No,
changed
stop
to
it.
a different.
Steve,
I want to listen to some music.
Go back to pizza.
if you
Anyway, the pizza.
the sweet spot. If you are in charge of cooking dinner, what's your go-to dish?
Spaghetti bolognese.
Okay.
I
Very
make a
good.
pretty good bolognese sauce.
What skill would you like to master?
I'd love to learn how to play the piano. Never going to happen, but
Do you play the piano in any way?
no, not in any
So
way.
we'd be starting from zero.
It's totally from zero.
Okay.
Do
Do you play any instruments?
I'm embarrassed. I play the fife and I play the baritone horn.
What's a fife?
Yeah.
Oh God!
Is that like ye olde flute thing?
Yeah, it's exactly right. It's like a
Okay.
like a flute from the 1700s.
Pittsburgh and the fife. I didn't think we
Not
talked
only
about
am I
today.
sort of an ordinary guy, but super boring. Also.
Stop it.
No.
Stop it. Okay, ready to really lean into the boring.
Oh,
How early do you get to the airport before a flight?
like 2 hours early.
That tracks. You were 10 minutes early today. I knew you would be early.
And I actually circled the block a few times. I was ready to go, but I'm like, I don't want to seem too eager. Nancy and we get to the airport so early. And we were just
But it's
talking.
both of you, though. You're in sync. That's good.
Totally.
Okay.
Yes. And she's often said, if if she had been married to someone who was like always late, she would have gotten a divorce because it would have.
It's very important to her.
Very
punctuality.
But for both of us,
yes.
And I would rather sit in the airport for an hour and a half than be like getting all worked up in the car that we're gonna not make our flight.
All right. What is your favorite cocktail or adult beverage?
I don't drink a lot. I will occasionally have a glass of wine or something, but I can't say that I have a cocktail. I'm just not a big drinker.
We would like to recommend Michael's drink, which is the Scotch and Splenda.
We're not
tried
kidding.
it here on the show.
we don't
Steve,
really
it is
drink cocktails.
excellent. It's very good.
Really?
Yes.
Jenna brought it
No
in.
joke.
Like as a joke. And I was like, this is going to be disgusting. What are we doing? We made them for everybody. And we were like, damn, it's actually pretty good.
I want to order one at a bar, but I'm scared to because
you have to come up with a name for it. Instead of Scotch and Splenda, do you call it a Scotchta?
I know. Didn't Michael have a name for it and we can't remember what it is? I don't know. A Splotch.
Yeah, he does have a name for it.
A Splotch. Wasn't it a Splenda and Scott? A Splotch.
A Splotch?
Maybe a Splotch.
Oh, that's
It doesn't sound delicious. It's very good.
Yeah. I'll take a Splotch, please.
You know what? I'll
Straight
try a
up.
Splotch at some point.
Great.
All right.
Okay. Next
The
time.
three of us are going to get together.
And we're going to
have one Splotch.
We're going to go splotching.
Last question. When was the last time you had to get out your toolbox and what tool did you grab?
About 3 days ago, I was putting... I am so embarrassed.
Are you about to say you're putting together a bird feeder?
Worse. I bought a vacuum, an outdoor leaf vacuum, which also mulches the leaves. And I had to go to my toolbox to put it together. I ordered it and it arrived and I had to assemble it and put the little bag on it.
Do you blow leaves?
I have a leaf blower too. What I do is I use the leaf blower to blow them into a pile, and then I take my vacuum mulcher and I vacuum them up and mulch the leaves, and then I take the leaves and I put them in our planting beds.
Oh my God!
And so the fife,
Pittsburgh,
and pizza, plain, chocolate ice cream. And that's me. Yeah. And we all do it in Pittsburgh.
Ew.
Barrel of laughs.
Oh, I'm in love with you.
Well, clearly the bar is low because there's not. I can't even believe that Nancy decided to marry me with like that as a track record. That's pretty bad. Like when you do interviews like this and you say things and you hear yourself reflected in the words, how you're describing yourself, I think I'm like more interesting than that. But clearly I'm not. I don't know how to play the piano.
No.
What would you like to do? I'd like to be smart and play the piano, but instead I'm mulching leaves and playing the fife. So